Baghdad nightlife has to offer. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi.
Settar. Oh, good. I think I asked them what their name was. More selfies.
Why do they keep doing this to me? This is what happens to you on the streets of Baghdad at night. Everyone kills you with kindness. Good evening and welcome back to Baghdad, Iraq. It still feels crazy saying that 4 days into our Iraqi adventure. I don't even know if we're going to get used to it, but tonight we're going to see what Baghdad nightlife has to offer. We've got a few places to check out and we are starting with a Sanabel lager beer that we just picked up from the alcohol store. Yes, they do alcohol in Baghdad. There are even some bars and rumours of one nightclub in the city. So cheers. We've got 3 or 4 spots. It's actually quite good. I thought this one was going to be really bad. We've got 3 or 4 spots to check out all across the city. Would you explore Baghdad at night? I don't know. Cheers. Cheers.
I don't know how many of these we will have tonight. This one's not actually my favourite. I think I preferred the other one. It looks a bit dark. I'm slightly apprehensive. I mean, I don't know if apprehensive is the right word. Maybe I just have different feelings about being out at night.
We've been out at night a bit, but we haven't done like a whole
an actual night. Like being out at night for a long time. We've sort of been out after sunset and whatnot. But yeah, I don't really know how to explain how I feel. I think I'm excited to see what it is like because, you know, things are changing and there's lots of different areas now, but that apprehension will always be with you.
And the fact that it's like impossible for us to get back to the hotel at night.
Yeah, we have to make sure that an escort is ready to collect us. Yeah, it is a lot.
Chelsea. I am Chelsea. Liverpool. Liverpool are rubbish. Shukran, nice to meet you, my friend. Shukran.
Just walking down the street and we've met some lovely boys. Are you going to say hi?
Hi. Legends.
There you go, we are out on the mean streets of Baghdad, Iraq at night, and straight away the boys are just lovely. They're so interested, they're so nice, they want to show you around. But we've headed to Kadhimiya at first, which is supposedly the oldest town in all of Iraq.
Well, this street is extremely busy. Oh, and a police car has just driven past us. There's all these shops lining along, and it's definitely the most people I've seen on the streets other than in the old town.
I feel like everyone comes out at night.
Everyone
they keep their summer mode in the winter,
yeah,
which doesn't really make any sense.
Even though it's more cold this time of night than it is during the day.
This is a very busy area. There just goes another soldier. It feels very safe out here at night. I don't know what she's shouting at. She's shouting at something, and they've basically got everything for sale. You've got a tiny little souk up here. You've got Iraqi sweets. You've got your fake clothing. I'm liking it. I do like Baghdad at night.
Behind me, you'll be able to see the reason why we came to the area of Kadhimiya. It is the Kadhimiya Mosque. There's a few names. I'm not going to name all of them. It's more like a shrine, and you can see it even from this far away. It's absolutely stunning. Huge gold domes, and this is why everybody comes here. The closer you get, the prettier it looks. This original building actually dates back to the 16th century, and supposedly the 2 gold domes that are sitting there are where the imams were buried. I think it was the 7th and 8th imam. I think we're going to learn a lot about the Islamic religion as we travel this country, but it's so shiny and sparkly. It kind of matches my headscarf.
Hello.
Shukran. Kishmek.
Honey?
Kishmek.
Settar.
Oh, good. I think I asked them what their name was. More selfies.
Shukran. Masalama.
Lovely. There's so many different shops along here. I really want to check out one of the sweet shops because we haven't yet had any Iraqi sweets, and the smell from this street is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like honey. Can you smell it?
No, not really.
Salam.
Hi.
Oh, these look good.
Wow.
Can we try some of your best ones?
Your best ones?
Your best sweets?
Yeah.
Which one do you recommend? Which is best?
Original.
Can we try one?
Thank you. What is this? Carrot? Pistachios and nuts, everything sweet. It smells good. It's like squidgy.
No, please, my friend.
Please.
Please.
No.
Let me pay, please. What is your name? My name is Matthew, and you?
And my name's in Murtaza.
No. Thank you. Spot, because of these.
Shukran, thank you very much. Shukran.
Please let me pay though.
Lady.
Please, let me pay.
No.
Oh, Iraqi hospitality, best in the world.
But this is
Murtaza
Shukran.
is in the beautiful.
Iraq is beautiful.
Yeah, of
Shukran.
course.
Why do they keep doing this to me? You cannot pay for anything in Baghdad. They are just so nice. And he's given us like a kilogram of shakaria. I think it is like seeds with pistachios, sugar water that just... Oh my god. The sugary water just crumbles away.
This is our first Iraqi sweet.
And then it's just full of pistachios. It's really good. This is what happens to you on the streets of Baghdad at night. Everyone kills you with kindness.
We're back in the car and we're actually heading to a modern area that was recommended to us. It's called Jadariya. It's along the Tigris River and there's some sort of like restaurants and lounges all along there, and I'm sure it'll be very nice.
And welcome to Jadariya. After about a 1 hour drive, 9 miles across the ginormous city of Baghdad. This is sort of like the hip modern area. Apparently it's very, very expensive. It's full of all lounges, bars maybe, restaurants and everything in between. Huge shopping malls, and they're actually building the brand new central bank of Baghdad in some like futuristic Dubai-like type building.
You know you're in a different area when you see that.
That is so cool. So basically it's a huge pink Barbie building and it says that you can have your skin filler, hair transplant, liposuction. I reckon I should stay around here.
Is this Dubai?
This is a really cool shaped building that's actually going to be the new central bank. We can actually see it from our hotel room, so it just shows you.
I thought it was going to be a hotel.
Yeah.
It's the most randomly shaped bank I've ever seen.
It is definitely Dubai-esque.
Solo in Baghdad at night. Who would have thought it? They've even got these like really fancy supermarkets. To be fair, I think that's the first supermarket I've seen in the whole city.
The reason we actually came to Jadariya was for two places. I think we're only going to have time for one because it is getting late now, but this is the first place. It's called Dar al-Trakchi, and it's like what they say, it's like Baghdadi vibes. It's like an old traditional house, and there really isn't much information on what to do in Baghdad, but this came up on the one blog that I read and it looks pretty cool.
Can we just appreciate how impressive this building is? It's like an old, I suppose, traditional Iraqi palace.
We're about to go inside, but there has been a power cut, so I'm having to wait until I can show you the rest of it because it's so nice outside.
And we're back in action.
We're back. It goes off for like a couple of minutes.
I think this is quite common. You can have like a
quite common. But look how beautiful it is. Now you can really see like the lanterns, the tiles all along, and yeah, it's just very pretty. It's traditional. I think we're going to be the talking point of the cafe. Everyone's gone all quiet.
I love this place. It's like an Iraqi palace. You've got all the old men doing their shisha, playing card games, and I think we're going through to the second room. Look at all of this. The walls are just so nicely decorated.
This place is so cool.
This is really, really cool. All of the stained glass doors in here actually show pictures of what Al Rashid Street would have looked like, with these sort of multicoloured windows and all of the wooden sort of arches, and there's paintings even on the actual table. Everything in here is super old, traditional. It's got all little trinklets, would you call them?
There's a lot of trinkets.
There's a lot of trinkets in here. I just love the decoration of it in here.
I like Jadariya. It's a real cross between the old meeting and the new, and you really see that with the guests inside this restaurant. You've got the old men playing cards, playing billiards, doing their shisha, but you've also got the young, like university students, having their mocktails, chilling out. It's
and then you've got us.
Then you've got us getting our tea. It is cold. Looks good. I like the cup.
Shukran, thank you.
It's turned into a wild night. Iraq. It's 8:30 and I'm having a tea. Our hunt for bars didn't go too well. They're actually very difficult to find. Some of the nightclubs are underground. Apparently they're very specific in who they let in. So it is a cheers.
Oh my god, ready?
Yeah. Let's
cheers.
try it.
Oh, that was hot. I love the cup. The mug,
hot.
even.
Oh.
It's so hot.
Oh, it's good. It's very good. Apparently it's a little bit more expensive than your average, I need a second sugar, than your average Iraqi tea. I like it.
I'm actually a fan of these mugs. The normal traditional ones that you get actually burn your fingers, and you'll notice it always comes with a saucer because any overflow you're supposed to drink. So these I prefer. These are more conventional. But after we drank our tea, we're actually going to head down to the riverside and walk along the front to see the riverside at night.
We were wrong. It was actually incredibly cheap in there. So it came to 2,000 Iraqi dinar for both teas, which is like less than $1 each in the hip, modern
Great
area,
tea
whatever
as
you want to
well.
call it. We were going to go to the river and check out the lounges, walk along. Apparently it's like a promenade full of lounges, restaurants, whatever you want. But it is now, what is the time? We're in a rush, we're rushing. It's 9:08 and obviously staying in the green zone, you need to get an escort to get back to the hotel, and it can become a little bit awkward the later it gets. That was close. We just made it back to our hotel in time. It can actually become very difficult the later in the evening it gets to get an escort to take you back to a hotel. But we have met our driver, Haytham, and we are going for some shisha. He said we need to try some shisha tonight, and we just realised that at the back of the garden, where we saw the cafe the other day, that we thought was closed, it actually opens up and turns into a shisha bar of an evening.
This is how you end your nights in Baghdad.
This is pretty much nightlife in Baghdad for most people. Getting a nice tea somewhere, having shisha.
Nightlife in the green zone.
Nightlife in the green zone is different.
Hello, salam.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thank you. This is nice. We sit here? Just there.
Menu.
I don't want to watch menu. I want shisha. Thank you very much. And it's good. This is how you end any night in Baghdad, Iraq. Apparently it's a tradition the way it was passed to me, so you passed it holding it down, and this is a shisha or a hookah that would be traditional in Babylon, which we'll actually head into early tomorrow, so we need to get some sleep for tomorrow.
Deep breath. Oh, that was not very
It's good. It's lemon and mint. Lemon and nana, which is mint, I think.
Your Arabic is very good.
I didn't cough, that's a good sign.
Yes. Haytham, our driver, idiot. Look at that. Did you see that? The holes he was doing. You are not very good at
He's
this.
showing off. Real Iraqi man.
He's like a dragon popping it out. On the road to Babylon.
Good morning and welcome to Babylon. Look at this, it's just stunning.
Z always manages to pull some sort of string.
Welcome to Saddam's palace.
Dancing with the boys.
Nice to meet you. Masalama, masalama.
Iraq is crazy.